What is up, guys? We're on the War Within beta right now. We're going to be going over hero talents for the Hunter. So hero talents you get once you achieve level 70. There are 10 hero talent points and there are 3 hero talent trees, and whatever your hero talent tree is based off of what your main specialization is. Like for Hunter, you can be a Dark Ranger, which is for Beast Mastery or Marksman. Pack Leader is Beast Mastery Survival, and then there's Sentinel for Marksman and Survival. And like I said, there are 10 points total. The trees are not very big, so you can actually fill in all of the slots with a talent point. It's just there are some slots that they give you options, so you can pick one or the other. But anyways, let's get started. So the first hero talent tree we're going to be looking at is Dark Ranger. This is for any Beast Mastery or Marksman hunters. So the first ability you get is Black Arrow. You don't have to put a point into this, you automatically get it once you pick Dark Ranger. It was removed in Battle for Azeroth, but this Black Arrow is kind of similar to the Warlords of Draenor variation. So what it does is it costs 10 focus, 30-second cooldown. You fire a Black Arrow into your target, dealing shadow damage over 18 seconds. Each time Black Arrow deals damage, you have a 10% chance to generate a charge of barbed shot. If you're Marksman, this will be aimed shot. Now the Warlords of Draenor variation had a 20% chance to trigger extra explosive shots, so that's kind of similar to how it was. We have Overshadow. Barb shot and kill command deal 15% increased damage. Now if you're Marksman, this will be aimed shot and rapid fire. So this is similar to the Sharp Barb's Beast Mastery talent, which is no longer a talent, but it would increase the damage of barb shot. And then I know there was a Marksman one kind of similar to that, which is no longer a talent. Shadow Hounds. Each time Black Arrow deals damage, you have a 10% chance to manifest a Dark Hound to charge to your target and deal shadow damage. This is kind of similar to how Black Arrow was in Legion, actually, where it would summon like a beast that would attack your target. I think it would taunt also, I can't remember. Death Shade. When you apply Black Arrow to a target, you gain the Hunter's Prey effect. As Marksman, this is the Death Blow effect. Now what Hunter's Prey is Kill Command has a 10% chance to reset the cooldown of Kill Shot, and it can be used on a target with any amount of health. And then Death Blow for Marksman says that Aim Shot and Rapid Fire have a chance to grant a charge of Kill Shot, which allows you to use Kill Shot on a target regardless of health. Don't need to be 20% health. So this is your first choice node. You have, let's see, a Dark Empowerment here and Grave Reaper. So Dark Empowerment, when Black Arrow resets the cooldown of an ability, you gain 15 focus. So for Beast Mastery, this would affect Barb Shot and Kill Shot because it's possible your Dark Ranger can reset the cooldown of those. And then as for Marksman, it would affect Aim Shot and Kill Shot because Black Arrow would have a chance to reset the cooldown of those. And then you have Grave Reaper. When a target affected by Black Arrow dies, the cooldown of Black Arrow is reduced by 12 seconds. It's kind of obvious which between the two of these is better for a raid scenario. It would definitely be Dark Empowerment. But as for leveling up, Grave Reaper, probably, because when the target dies, it buffs it. Your second choice node here is Embrace the Shadows, which you heal for 15% of the shadow damage dealt by you and your pets. And then you have Smokescreen. Exhilaration grants you 3 seconds of Survival of the Fittest. Survival of the Fittest activates Exhilaration at 50% effectiveness. And if you don't remember what Survival of the Fittest is, it is a Hunter talent, which reduces all damage you and your pet take by 30% for 8 seconds. So between these two, they are situational. They also don't affect your DPS, so pick whatever your heart desires. And then you have Dark Chains. Disengage will chain the closest target to the ground, causing them to move 40% slower until they move 8 yards away. Shadow Lash. When Call of the Wild is active, Black Arrow deals damage 50% faster. So this is kind of interesting. Obviously, if you're Marksman, it's going to be different. It's actually going to be True Shot. It's kind of interesting because both of those are talents for their specs, so this kind of forces you to pick those talents. Granted, those are both very good talents. You should absolutely pick them. Call of the Wild if you're Beast Mastery, True Shot if you're Marksman. Anyways, moving on to Shadow Surge. When multi-shot hits a target affected by Black Arrow, a burst of shadow energy erupts, dealing moderate shadow damage to all enemies near the targets. This can occur once every 6 seconds. So good AoE talent there. And then you have your next choice node here. This is Darkness Calls. All shadow damage you and your pets deal is increased by 10%. And then you have Shadow Erasure. Kill Shot has a 50% chance to generate a charge of Barb Shot when used on a target affected by Black Arrow. If you're marksman, it's not barb shot, it's aim shot. And then the final talent is Withering Fire. When black arrow resets the cooldown of barb shot, or if you're marksman, it's aim shot, a barrage of dark arrows will strike your target for shadow damage and increase the damage you and your pets deal by 10% for 6 seconds. So there we have it. Those are all of the hero talents for Dark Ranger, and as I said earlier, Beast Mastery or Marksman Hunters can choose this one. Next up, we have Pack Leader. This is for Beast Mastery or Survival Hunters. So first talent you get is Vicious Hunt. It's a passive. Like before, you automatically get this when you pick it. You don't need to put a point into it, but it says Kill Command prepares you to viciously attack in coordination with your pets, dealing an additional physical damage with your next kill command. Pack Coordination, attacking with Vicious Hunt instructs your pet to strike with their basic attack alongside your next barbed shot. If you're Survival, this will be instead of your next Raptor Strike. So since Vicious Hunt is a passive, pretty much just like always affects your kill command. Howl of the Pack, your pet's basic attacks crit strikes increase your critical strike damage by 5% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. A lot of these talents under Pack Leader kind of remind me of old pet talents, hunter pet talents, when your pet had a pet talent tree. A lot of them seem like they're kind of taken from that, which is not an issue at all, it's just an observation. Then next is Wild Attacks. Every third pet basic attack is a guaranteed crit strike with damage further increased by critical strike chance. Then you have Den Recovery. Aspect of the Turtle, Survival of the Fittest, and Men Pets heal the target for 20% of maximum health over 4 seconds. Duration increased by 1 second when healing a target under 50% maximum health. So it adds a heal to Aspect of the Turtle and Survival of the Fittest. And just point of clarification, the Mend Pet, the heal that Den Recovery gives to that, affects your pet. It does not affect you as the hunter. That would be kind of wild if every time you used Mend Pet, it would also heal you. Then we have a choice note here. So we have Tireless Hunt. Aspect of the Cheetah now increases movement speed by 15% for another 8 seconds. So remember, it increases your movement speed by 90% for 3 seconds, and then 30% for 9 seconds, I believe. And then this would be 15% for 8 seconds. So not too bad. Then you have Cornered Prey. Disengage now increases the range of all of your attacks by 5 yards for 5 seconds. Frenzied Tear. Your pet basic attacks have a 20% chance to reset the cooldown and cause your kill command to strike a second time for 30% of normal damage. Got another choice note here. Scattered Prey. Multi-shot increases the damage of your next multi-shot by 25 seconds. If you are Survival, that is Carve. And then Covering Fire. Kill command increases the duration of Beast Cleave by 1 second. Now, if you're Survival for this one, that is Wild Bomb instead of Beast Cleave. Now, kind of just looking at these two talents, at least for Beast Mastery Hunters, it does seem like Covering Fire would probably be a little bit better because, as you know, your AoE damage does not actually come from multi-shot. Multi-shot just increases your ability to do more AoE damage because multi-shot activates Beast Cleave. Beast Cleave is what does all of your AoE damage pretty much. But we will see when War Within comes out. Cull the Herd. Killshot deals an additional 30% damage over 6 seconds and increases the bleed damage you and your pets deal to the target by 25%. And then you got your third choice note here. You have Furious Assault. Consuming Frenzied Tear has a 50% chance to reset the cooldown of barb shots and deal 30% more damage. So if you remember, Frenzied Tear made your I think is your pet's basic attacks reset the cooldown of kill command. Well, this just makes that now affect barb shot. If you're Survival, that is Raptor Strike. And then you have Beast of Opportunity. Bestial Wrath calls on the pack, summoning a pet from your stable for 6 seconds. If you're Survival, that is Coordinated Assault. And then the final one in the Pack Leader tree is Pack Assault. Vicious Hunt and Pack Coordination now stack and apply twice and are always active during Call of the Wild. So to dumb it down, it essentially just makes your kill command and barb shot do more damage. If you're Survival, that would be kill command and Raptor Strike. And that is it for the Pack Leader talents. So let's move on to the final one. Last one we have here is Sentinel. Sentinel is for Marksman and Survival Hunters. So the first talent is just called Sentinel. You automatically get it. It's a passive. Your attacks have a chance to apply Sentinel on the target, stacking up to 10 times. While Sentinel stacks are higher than 3, applying Sentinel has a chance to trigger an implosion, causing a stack to be consumed on the target every second to deal arcane damage. Then you have Don't Look Back. It's passive. Each time Sentinel deals damage to an enemy, you gain an absorb shield equal to 1% of your max health, up to 10%. Extrapolated Shots. Passive. When you apply Sentinel to a target not affected by Sentinel, you apply 1 additional stack. So it sounds like it's going to start out at 2 stacks with that talent. Sentinel Precision. Aim Shot and Rapid Fire deal 5% increased damage, which is similar to the Focused Aim talent, which is no longer a talent. That was a marksman talent. Now, if your survival, that is Raptor Strike, Mongoose Bite, and Wildfire Bomb, which is similar to the Sweeping Spear talent and improved Wildfire Bomb talents. Release and Reload. When you apply Sentinel on a target, you have a 15% chance to apply a second stack. Then you have your first choice node here, Catch Out. When a target affected by Sentinel deals damage to you, they are rooted for 3 seconds. May only occur once a minute per target. And then Sideline. When Sentinel starts dealing damage, the target is snared by 40% for 3 seconds. A lot of these seem pretty good for PvP, so I don't know if Sentinel will be that type of hero talent tree that people will end up choosing for arenas and whatnot, but we will see. And then you have Invigorating Pulse. Each time Sentinel deals damage to an enemy, it has an up to 15% chance to generate 5 focus. Chances decrease with each additional Sentinel currently imploding applied to enemies. Sentinel Watch. This is your second choice node here. Whenever a Sentinel deals damage, the cooldown of True Shot is reduced by 1 second up to 15 seconds. If your survival, that is Coordinated Assault. And then you have Eyes Closed. For 8 seconds after activating True Shot, all abilities are guaranteed to apply Sentinel. That is Coordinated Assault as well for survival. Symphonic Arsenal. Multi-shot discharges arcane energy from all targets affected by your Sentinel, dealing arcane damage to up to 5 targets within 8 yards of your Sentinel's target. For survival, that affects both Carve and Butchery. And then you have Overwatch. So all Sentinel debuffs implode when a target affected by more than 3 stacks of your Sentinel falls below 20% health. Seems to cause a big explosion at that point. Crescent Steel. Targets you damage below 20% gain a stack of Sentinel every 3 seconds. And then Lunar Storm, the final talent. Every 15 seconds, your next rapid fire summons a Celestial Owl that conjures a 10-yard radius Lunar Storm at the target's location for 8 seconds. A random enemy affected by Sentinel within your Lunar Storm gets struck for arcane damage every 0.4 seconds. Any target struck by this effect takes 10% increased damage from you and your pet for 8 seconds. And as survival, instead of rapid fire, that is Wildfire Bomb. So you probably remember the Sentinel Owl Hunter talent, which is no longer a thing. This hero talent tree seems to take that and then make it do actual things, or at least make it do actual damage. Because what it kind of did before is it lets you attack targets that were out of your line of sight, and also like increase leech and some other stuff. But yeah, but that is it for that hero talent tree. And there you have it, all of the hero talents for Hunters, Dark Ranger, Pack Leader, and Sentinel. A lot of interesting abilities there, some that are completely new and then some that are taken from old talents. And like I said at the beginning, you start unlocking hero talents at 70, you'll get a total of 10 points. You can put points into all of the rows and columns, but there are 3 choice nodes for each hero talent tree. So those choice nodes, you do have to pick, but that is that. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like on it. You can sub to the channel for videos like this, and I will see you all in the next video.